Hey Crossing family, Pastor Heidi here. I hope you attended our family takeover for this month's First Wednesday service. What a blessing it was seeing your kids and your youth doing worship on stage, praying and sharing testimonies. And what a beautiful opportunity to experience God's presence together as a family. The message that I shared focused on being here for it for yourself, your family, and God. In that message, I shared that the word behold is in the Bible over 1,000 times. Now that word means pay attention, open your eyes, and listen. And God clearly understands that it can be difficult to get us to pay attention with so many instances of that word in the Bible. I also mentioned in my message that I would give practical ways to practice controlling your thoughts and living more in the present moment. So here are a few very practical suggestions to help you and your whole family get better at being here for it. First, when you are trying to be present with your family or with God, but your mind is ruminating about yesterday and the past or thinking about tomorrow and the future, this method is a great way to get your thoughts in the present and refocus. Take a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 moment to acknowledge 5 things you can see around you in that moment, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. Even if it's nothing, just acknowledge that. This also works great when you are on a walk or trying to have quiet time with God, but your thoughts keep going elsewhere. This simple method will help you get your thoughts on the very present moment and environment that you are in so you can pay attention to your family and what God is doing in the present. Isaiah 42:20 and 23 reminds us to find a way to pay attention. It says, "You have seen many things, but you pay no attention. Your ears are open, but you do not listen. Which of you will listen to this or pay close attention in times to come?" Second, breathe. Breathing is a powerful anchor to the present moment. By focusing on the rhythm of your breath, you can divert your attention away from distracting thoughts. Now, there are many breathing exercises available, but I like taking 7 breaths using the 7-3-7 method. Count to 7 as you inhale, filling your lungs completely. Hold your breath, count to 3, then exhale slowly as you count to 7 again. Repeat this 7 to 10 times, and you will find your mind focusing on what you are doing in that moment. You'll also receive the additional benefit of getting your body out of fight or flight, because when your body understands that you're breathing that way, that you're okay, it doesn't need to send adrenaline or stress hormones constantly. Breathing breaks like this recenter us to be able to think on what we need to think on, the good and lovely things that we can experience in the present moment. As Philippians 4:8 reminds us, "Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, things that are lovely, things that are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things." And the last method is what I call 15 minutes of focus. This is a great tool to use when you can't fall asleep or you can't stay focused with your kids because your mind just won't stop thinking about things that you need to get done. Keep a notepad by your bed or use your phone in a moment elsewhere and spend 15 minutes writing down everything you need to do or can't stop wondering or thinking about. Visualize taking these things out of your head and putting them onto the paper. Now you can forget them for a while and focus on your family, going to sleep, or the present moment because now they're written down for you to address later. I find it frees up or clears out my brain to limit my thought distractions when I want to only think about what's in front of me in the present moment or I need to go to sleep. God tells us in 2 Corinthians 10:5 that we must demolish arguments or wrong thoughts in our head, and every pretension or thoughts we've known previously that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make them obedient to Christ. Now, the Bible would not tell us this or inspire us to do something that wasn't possible through Christ's power. Freedom involves our thought life. It involves capturing thoughts that are setting our minds against the truth and the knowledge of God. It involves capturing the ruminating thoughts of the past or the worries of the future that can steal the joy that God has for us in the present moment with our family and with God. We've linked the Family Takeover message below if you missed it. I'd love to hear from you about how God is using you and showing you the importance of being here for it and what is working for you and your family to stay in the present moment more and more. Thanks for listening to tips from your Crossing Next Gen team and Parent Cue. We'll see you next time.